Hello traders, my name is Plamen and it's Monday again and it's time for our weekly Forex forecast for the upcoming week from the 3rd of April to 7th of April. And as usual, we are going to take a look at the news that we are expecting this week and when it's suitable for trading and when it's not. After that, we are going to take a look at the currency pairs that we usually take a look at and the gold as well. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. And today we already had some important news about the Australian dollar. It was the retail sales. And there is later in the day the ISM manufacturing for the US dollar. But tomorrow, early in the evening, in the morning, there is the very strong important news, the RBA interest rate decision for the Australian dollar, and there is gonna be the statement after that. This is important because there might be very huge movements in the currency pairs with the Australian dollar. The forecast is that the interest rate is gonna be the same as it is now. It is 3.6%, and we are gonna see if they decide to increase this interest rate, there's gonna be very strong movements. The next day, on Wednesday, it's gonna be the interest rate for the New Zealand dollar. As you see here, they are expecting to increase the rate from 4.75% to 5.0%, and there is gonna be the statement. This tells us that probably with all the currency pairs with the New Zealand dollar, there is gonna be some huge movements, and currency pairs like Euro New Zealand dollar, Pound New Zealand dollar, probably if the news are good, they are expecting that the currency of the New Zealand dollar, it's gonna go strong, and there's gonna be some fall down, some down movement of the currency pairs with the New Zealand dollar, and we are gonna take a look at that. Also on Wednesday, there's gonna be the news about the British pound, the composite PMI, service PMI, and later that day it's gonna be the non-farm payrolls. Also, for the US dollar, the non-manufacturing PMI and the crude oil inventories. These news can bring some good movements, but we have to be careful not to trade exactly during the news. We have to wait at least 1 hour after the news to see the real movement of the price. On Thursday, there is gonna be very important news, the initial jobless claims for the US dollar, and the other news at Thursday not gonna make some good movements, and this is for the construction PMI for the British pound and the employment change for Canadian dollar. This might bring some good movement, but we are gonna see. As usual, let me tell you, we don't trade with the Canadian dollar, so the people who trade this currency have to be prepared for some good movements. Okay. On Friday, in a lot of the countries, it's gonna be the Good Friday, so their markets probably not gonna work. Only for the US dollar, we have the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. This is important news, so they might bring some good movements. Okay, now let's go to the charts and take a look what to expect for the upcoming week. Let me just see. Yeah, this is the picture from the last week. And the price, as you can see, was over here. This is on the 4-hour. Yeah, the price was over here. We said that we expect the price to make some retracement, probably to the trend line again and then to see new up movement to the point of interest, which is up here. Well, the price did not make exactly the same, but first started to go up and now it's making a retracement. And here, what we can expect for the upcoming week? Well, let's take a look at the higher time frames. Here we can see that we are in a clear uptrend, and on the daily time frame, still the price is rejecting this daily trend line. Probably we can see what we expected the last week. Some movement to hit the daily trend line again, probably again to a level Fibonacci, but this is not very good as well. And I'm gonna delete it because the new impulse wave on the daily time frame is from here. This is the impulse wave, the retracement, and this is the new impulse wave. Probably here we can see some down movement to the trend line again, and then some new bullish impulse wave. On the 4-hour time frame, there is nothing clear for now. We can see that here we had some impulse wave or retracement, and now the price is starting to go up again. Nothing clear on the 4-hour time frame. And let's move to pound dollar to see what to expect. Okay, first the picture from the last week. This is the trend line that we had. And here we said that we expect the price to come back to retest the trend line, to hit the point of interest, and to make new bearish movement. As you see, the price broke the trend line, it made the retest, and now it's making a second retest. And here we can see that for the upcoming week, or even in the few hours from now, there are two possibilities. First, the price has broke this trend line, now it's coming back to make a retest on this supply zone over here, because this is the new impulse wave, and there is a chance the price to reject from the supply zone and to make a new down movement again. First to break this low over here, and then to reach the lower demand zone, which is at the previous pushback from the trend line. There is a second possibility, the price to break this supply zone, to make a retest, to hit this daily level again, and then to see a new bullish movement. It's nothing clear exactly at the pound dollar, because at the daily time frame we can see that the price is making a movement, an up movement, but you can see that it is almost at the daily level, which is pretty strong. Here we have the first high, the second high, and the price hasn't made a very good retracement yet. So we are expecting that the price probably can make some retracement and then to see the new bullish movement. Okay guys, let's move to Euro Yen. And let's take a look at the picture from the last week. Okay, this was the picture, and the price was this candle over here. We said there are two options. First, here we had the Fibonacci retracement, which hit the level 61.8, and there was a chance, if we see some good candlestick formation, to see a new down movement to the daily level, as you see here. The second option was the price to hit this point of interest, which is over here, and then to make the new bearish movement. And the third option was, we said that from this trend line here, the pushback is pretty strong. There is a chance the price to break this high, this point of interest, to make a retest, and then to see a new up movement. And as you can see, the third possibility is making its movement now. The price has broke this point of interest, which is on this high over here. You can see. Now it's making a retracement. And from here we can see that for the next week we have very strong pushback from the weekly trend line. This is the fourth consecutive point. Here we have very strong formations, and there chance the price, I'm gonna show you at the daily time frame, there is a chance from here the price to continue its movement up, to break all these highs and even this high over here, something like this, to make a good retracement and to see new movement to the monthly level. This shows us the charts, the pushback from the daily trend line. Or the second option is, again for long positions, the price here to make a small movement to break this high, retracement to hit the 4-hour trend line, and then to see the new bullish movement. These are the chances. Probably here we had some old point of interest, which is from 15th of December. And we can see a pushback first from the point of interest, then to make a retracement the price to the trend line, and then to see the new movement. This is for Euro Yen. Now let's move to Pound Yen. And this is the picture from the last week. Okay, as you see, the price was over here. We said that there are chance, pretty much as the Euro Yen, to see some candlestick formation and to see new bearish movement to the Fibonacci minus 27.2. Or the second option is the price to make another movement up to break this trend line, and then from some of the upper point of interest to see a retracement. Well, first the price made some small retracement from this point of interest. This one. There it is. But after that the price broke this point of interest, and now it's heading up to the upper one, which is over here from 20th of December. But as you know, the Pound Yen and the Euro Yen are in pretty good correlation. So there is a chance that the price here will go up to hit the point of interest, to make a retracement, probably to retest this high over here, and then to see a new bullish movement to this point of interest. We are gonna see this is pretty high over here, but there is a chance. Also, here we have a monthly level, and the price has headed to the monthly level, and from this candlestick formation at the weekly time frame, here you can see a huge engulfing candle. There is a chance the price to reach the monthly level at 175. Okay, let's move to Euro to Australian dollar. Let's take a look at the picture from the last week. The picture was at the daily time frame. Okay, this is the picture from the last week. As you see, the arrow is still here, and we said that we expect the price to reach the daily trend line and to reach the Fibonacci and then to see a new up movement. Now, as you can see, the price, this Fibonacci, it's not okay just like this, because here we had some good side movement, but there is a chance the price to hit this daily trend line, and if it makes it a little bit stronger, I mean, here we can see some very good pin bar tomorrow after the news. There is a chance the price to make a divergence here and to see a new up movement. The analysis is pretty much like the last week. But also, here we have a point of interest, which is on the previous, one of the previous pushbacks from the weekly trend line. And there is a chance the price to push back again from this point of interest from the daily level, which is pretty much the same, and there is a chance the price to make some retracement, something like this, or even not just a retracement, here to make an impulsive, a retracement, then to start make a new bearish movement, new bearish trend. We are gonna see. Let's move to pound Australian dollar. Let's see the picture from the last week. Here was the picture. It is again on the daily time frame, and we set here, the price was over here, that there is a chance the price to make some bullish movement, then a retracement, and to make a new bullish movement again. But as you can see, the price has made some side movement here. It didn't make the strong movement up, and now the price is breaking this daily trend line and is headed up to test, because you can see this level over here hasn't been retested. And if we see here some candlestick formation, there is a chance that the price to push back from the levels of Fibonacci and then to make the expected bullish movement from the last week. Also, there might be a chance the price to make a divergence here, so it looks pretty good. On the 4-hour time frame, it's, I can say, pretty ugly. Here we had some point of interest, but as we see, the price didn't make some impact. Okay. Now, as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, it's pretty ugly, so we have to take a look at the daily time frame. The movements here are much clearer, and we are gonna wait here for the daily time frame, daily candles. Okay, let's move to Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at the picture again. This was on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, the price was somewhere here. Here we expected that the price probably will reach this demand zone and then to make a new bullish movement with the correlations between the currency pairs. But as you see, the side movement, the range is continuing. Now we can make the range something like this. We can see that here we have a fake out, and here we have the downside of the range, and the price is still moving here. What we can expect for the next week, as we can see on the 4-hour time frame, is ranging, so nothing we can do here. On the daily time frame, there is a possibility that the price will reach the daily trend line again, something like this, to make a candlestick formation and to see a new bullish movement. But as you can see, this weekly level is pretty strong. Here we had some very good rejection of the trend. Here we had something like a head and shoulders here, and the price made some good down movement. Now the price is ranging at the weekly level. As you know, at these levels the price is ranging, or it is making some trend reversal patterns, and we are just gonna wait. We don't see anything clear for now, not even at the daily time frame, not even at the 4-hour time frame. We are just waiting here. And let's take a look at the pound to New Zealand dollar. This is the picture from the last week. It was on the 4-hour time frame. The price was somewhere here. As we said, here we had a very good trade, but now the price has started to make some good movements, some raging, which is pretty much as a triangle pattern. There is two chances here: the price to continue to make pushbacks from the triangles, and from here to make a down movement to hit this point of interest, which is on 4-hour, and to go up to the upper point of interest. Or the second option is the price first to hit the upper point of interest, then to hit the daily trend line, or even to make some fake out at the trend line and see another up movement, something like this. There are too much possibilities here, so we are gonna wait to see what exactly is gonna happen at this currency pair. And finally, let's take a look at the gold to US dollar. Let's take a look at the picture from the last week. There it is. It was on the 4-hour time frame. The price was over here. We said that here we have a very good point of interest, and we expected the price to start to go up movement and to hit the daily level again, and then to make a bearish movement. And as you can see from here, the price has made very good movements up, some very good trades, and here now on the 4-hour time frame is making something like a triangle pattern again. Here you can see we have a fake out, and now for the next week we are expecting that the price, I'm gonna show it on 1 hour. Here we have some very good impulse wave. There is the retracement. We can use our Fibonacci tool, something like this. Now the price is reaching Fibonacci, and there is a good chance that the price from here will make some strong down movement, something like this. After that, probably we are gonna see some retracements, something like this, to hit this swing level. If it happened to be a